Happy Saturday. Thank you for coming to my channel. And today I'm going to walk you through a quick napkin underwriting on a 42-unit apartment building in Tucson, Arizona. I found this deal on LoopNet, and let's take a quick look at the picture. So this is the apartment that we're going to underwrite. 42 units. They are asking for 6.3 million, 6.25 cap rates, and I download the offering memorandum. So this is the offering memorandum. Let's quickly go through the offering memorandum and get some numbers. The first I got is the asking price, 6.3, the cap rate, 6.25, the pro forma NOI is about 393,000. It was built in 1971 with recent renovations. And this is their rent analysis. It shows the unit mix. There's one renovated studio, 16 unrenovated one bedroom, 19 renovated one bedroom, 6 renovated one bedroom with washer and dryer. And then it also gives us the current average rent as well as the pro forma market rent. This is the total average monthly rent, which is 43,000 for the current average rent, and the market rent is about 45,000 in terms of the total average monthly rent. And let's go to the income statement. So we know that they're calculating the total income based on the market rent, 548,000, minus the vacancy, minus the concession and bad debts, as well as the other rental incomes. They should actually use the effective rent rather than the market rent. So the number should be this one, 517,608 rather than 548,760. So because of this, it's a flag to me. And my question for the broker would be, what about these ones? Are they the projected ones or the current effective rents? And looking at the operating expenses, the total expenses here is 147,000, and then it gave me the net operating income is the total income minus the total expenses give me 393,000 being the net operating income. The cap rate, the T6 actual is 6.5, the market pro forma one is 6.25. And so another way to get the cap rate is actually go to this apartment loan store. I already have the website here and just get the one in Tucson. What I see is this is a 1971 with recent renovation. So I would say it's value added acquisition. It's here, it's give me 6.65. Okay. Let's go back to here. And here it gives you some exterior photos, and it's also give you the interior photos for the unit with washer and dryer. This is the washer and dryer. And the one renovated but without washer and dryer. Then they also have live renovation, which is very interesting. I don't think they include the number of units that is live renovation in terms of what's the rent difference between this live renovation versus the fully renovated one. So that would be another question that you would have for the broker. This is the one that is not renovated. The amenity they have is mostly the pool. Okay. So let's go to here, this is basically all the details I got from going through this pro forma. I got the address, the year bill, the asking price, the cap rate. The cap rate, I kept the one that from the apartmentloanstore.com. And then the pro forma NOI, 42 units, current rent, total rent per month, market total rent per month. this is the total market income. It's the number I got from the income statement, 541,541,000. The total expenses, I got it from here, 147,000. The NOI, this minus this. We also get the vacancy, 6%, and the gross rental income is, I got it here, is 517,608. Okay, to do the quick napkin analysis, let me get my spreadsheet. Okay. This is my spreadsheet. First, I get the gross rental income, which should be the actual current rental income, which is 517,608. I jot down their vacancy and bad debt is about 8%. The expense is 147,563, but these may be their projected. Oh no, so sorry, this is the expenses. So I will ask them for the T12. So if the number actually makes sense, then I'll ask them for the T12 and just drill into what are the items that is expenses, and looking at the T12 if there is any abnormal in terms of the month-to-month fluctuations. So those are all the investigation you would need to do as an underwriter to see if every single line item actually makes sense to you. If it doesn't make sense, go back to the broker. So this is the expenses, and with these expenses divided by the gross rental income is basically 28.51%. So what they're saying is the 28.51% of the rental income would be expenses, which is really low. And so for Class A building, which is less than 10 years, it's mostly 40 to 45%. If it's Class B or C, which is greater than 10, if it's greater than 10 years, say 10 to 20 years, I would say about 50%. And if it's greater than 20%, if a Class C building basically greater than 20 years, I would say around 60%. But this is just a general rule of thumb. It also depends on the market. So it's really good to talk to different brokers, do some market analysis to understand what's the actual expense ratio here. But this number is definitely low. I will adjust for it in my analysis below. And so I also have the total current rent per month and the market rent per month, the total market rent per month. And that gives me, so basically per unit, it's about market rent minus the current rent. The difference between the two divided by the number of units is basically on average, we can increase about $61.81 per unit once we acquire the property. This is the year bill, the asking price, the cap rates. I get one from the apartmentloanstore.com. Okay, now we are going to the core parts, which is our napkin underwriting. The gross rental income is the number here, and I adjust the vacancy to 10%, and I adjust the expenses to 45%, which basically it gives me this, so would be, okay, would be gross rental income times 0.45. So this will be the adjusted expenses. In order to calculate the NOI, it will be the gross rental income minus the gross rental income times the adjusted vacancy and the bad debts minus the adjusted expenses. Then that gives me the NOI. Then to calculate the market price, what you should do is the NOI divided by the cap rate. That gives me the market price, about 3.5 million. What about the value add? What does it mean? It means that, okay, once you acquire the property, if you raise all the units to its market rent, how much money you can make here. So what I did is this per unit increase based on to the market rent times 42 times 12 months times about 0.9 is basically 0.9 is basically 1 minus the 10% divided by the cap rate. Okay, so that gives me about $500,000, less than half million. So what does it tell me? Okay, the broker is asking for 6.3 million. But based on my napkin analysis, I think the apartment should be, this apartment building should be around 3.5 million rather than 6.3 million. So it's almost half. But if I acquire the property, I will be able to make about less than $500,000, 421,000. So that's all. Thank you for watching my video. Please let me know your comment below. I would love to tailor to my video in terms of what you want to learn and what kind of other contents that you would like to watch as well. And thank you for your support.